Hi, it's Hope and welcome to the video. I literally just finished my other vlog, so it feels weird starting another one. But this is going to be my reading vlog from May 28th through June 3rd. I think that is correct. And so yeah, let's just start off with the books that I have started. I currently have started Charm by Tracy Wolff, which is the fifth book in the Crave series, which I need to read this for a live show that is happening on the 3rd. Originally it was supposed to happen on the 27th, but none of us got finished it. We all had shit going on, so we put it back to next Saturday, well, this Saturday now, so the 3rd. So I do have to finish this, and this basically is the fifth book in the Crave series, I've already said that, which is a YA paranormal, and I'm not really going to describe anything else beyond that because this is a reread, but this is the book that takes place in between book 1 and book 2 chronologically, and it's about basically two characters that are stuck in this place, and you see how that changes their relationship going into book 2. I'll just put it that way. And I'm really enjoying this. I'm 283 pages in, so yeah. And then I have Hunting Adeline by H.D. Carlton. I literally brain farted the author there for a second. And this is a sequel to Haunting Adeline, where basically in that you follow Adeline, or Addie as she's more commonly called, who she's basically, she's recently moved into this old manor that has been in her family for years. Her grandma used to live in it, her mom lived in it, and then now she's living in it after getting it through her inheritance after her grandma passed away. And slowly but surely Addie begins to realize that she has a stalker. Enter Zaid, who is Addie's stalker, and he is also the creator of this probably billion dollar company that is trying to end the sex trade, the sex trafficking, and overall kidnapping and murder of women and children. And so it's dark in those aspects, and now obviously into Hunting Adeline. Without spoiling too much, Adeline is now being forced into the sex trafficking world after getting kidnapped, and it's Zaid trying to fucking find her. And that's kind of where I'm at. I'm 22% into it, so a good chunk into it, but also there's still much more to read. So I'll be reading some more of that tonight, as well as throughout this afternoon, and towards the evening I will be reading Charm. I do also know that I work 5 shifts this week for work, so definitely a busy week on top of schoolwork, content creation, writing, all of that. You might as well say in some cases I'm working 2 part-time jobs and a full-time job. Part-time job at retail store, part-time job in schooling, and then full-time job in content creation because I literally spend so much of my time doing that. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at now. Currently I am hosting sprints on my channel, so it's mostly going to be me just doing productivity stuff throughout that, editing last week's vlog, editing an announcement for that goes up Thursday, I believe, filming my June TBR, and just doing a bunch of productivity stuff. But I will update you later on how all that stuff goes. So I think the last time I updated was yesterday when I started the vlog. But I ended up reading yesterday to page 393 of Charm, and still really enjoying it. That's pretty much my only thoughts. I'm hoping to get this finished before the end of the month, which is in 3 days, so who knows. And then I also read up to 46% of Hunting Adeline, and I'm loving it so much. It is definitely darker than the first. It is super, super, super dark. But obviously I like dark books, so I'm really liking this. It honestly is diving into a level in literature that I have never read before, because obviously there's the topics of sex trafficking and the slavery and kind of all of that stuff, which I've dabbled with in the past with books, but this we dive in right in, like we're diving straight in with Addie being like kidnapped and forced into like sex trafficking and all of that. And so it's definitely dark, but it's still a great story, and I'm loving it. Like, it's gonna end up being a 5-star, I know it, unless something goes really like downhill, which I highly doubt it will. But yeah, 46% into that. And then today I worked from 9 to 2, hence why not updating until now. It is almost 4 o'clock, but I have to come home, have a snack. I've started doing a little schoolwork. But yeah, I figured just do a little update. I do have quite a few things that I need to do. I need to edit last week's vlog today. Obviously read more. I should probably film some TikToks and plan at least another YouTube video to film, so I can film that either tomorrow or Wednesday. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I will update you later. So it is currently 9:50 on Tuesday. I do not remember the last time I updated, but last night I got to 59%, I think, of Hunting Adeline. Absolutely loving it. 5 out of 5 stars. I feel like I've already gushed about it so much in this vlog, or maybe it was my last vlog, I'm not sure, but loving it so much. It honestly, I love it. That's pretty much all I can say without starting going into the nitty-gritty spoilers. But one thing I will say is I love that we have more of Sibby. If you've read Satan's Affair, you know who she is, and you probably know why I like her. And so I'm really glad we're seeing more of her. And then I also read one chapter of Hideaway by Penelope Douglas, which is the second book in the Devil's Night series. And basically it is a series where basically each book you're following a different couple, but they have to be read in order. And book 2 is Hideaway, which is Kai and Bank's story, which we follow them. I think it's either 5 or 6 years ago when they first met, and now in the present day when they are re-meeting again, and it's basically a dark romance, and that's pretty much all I will explain because I'll start spoiling things. But I'm really liking it. It's a reread for me, and I read one chapter. I've literally had this started since April, and we're going almost into June, so I've had it started for a while. I've just haven't been in the mood to listen to a dark romance audiobook, but last night I read it. I said screw it, let me read a chapter, and I might try to read more of it tonight, I'm not sure. And then I'm currently on page, I think 492. Yeah, 492 of Charm, and I am still loving it. I will hopefully getting it finished tomorrow, because I think according to the audiobook I have like literally like 1 hour and 1 minute, I think it's something like that, left, so I can probably do that tomorrow. And then today was just work, and then afterwards we had to go grocery shopping, and I managed to somehow spend pretty much almost $200 between groceries and gas for the car and all of that. And that is what I call adulting, and also buying stuff that I probably shouldn't have. Like, okay, Walmart had sour Skittles. So of course I bought 2 bags, and now I have a giant container of sour, it's not giant, but a fairly decent sized thing of sour Skittles, because those are one of my favorite like candies, and they literally have been sold out everywhere in my town. I kid you not, since I think the last time I saw them anywhere was April 2021, I think. So over 2 years, and even then it was probably like a year between that April 2021 and then like the previous time I saw them. Like, they are really hard to come by, and so I saw them. I obviously grabbed 2 bags, and I honestly might go back to Walmart and just buy more so that I can have them for future. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like this vlog is so boring and random because it's just me uploading once a day, being like, I read to this, I worked, and that's because that's pretty much all I do. Like, I don't do much fun stuff, if I'm being honest. But I will update you probably in the morning, because I don't work until the afternoon, so I will be more likely to pick the camera up in the morning. Fingers crossed. Okay, so it is almost 2 o'clock, I think, on Wednesday here. last night I got to 66% of Hunting Adeline, and I'm still really enjoying it. Obviously, I don't have too many thoughts besides it's slowly getting better, and I didn't even realize that that was possible for it to get better. This morning I've edited a video that goes up tomorrow. Later I need to edit my TBR, which goes up Friday. I was trying to figure out what day was after, like what day tomorrow was for what day was the day after that. Submitted an assignment for school, and that's pretty much it. But I need to pretty much finish getting ready for work. And yeah, but I wanted to do just a little update here. So yeah. So, I casually forgot that I started a vlog. It is Sunday, and I don't remember the last time I even picked up the vlog. I know since then, I think I hadn't finished Hunting Adeline, and I did finish that. I gave it 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. I love that duet so much. And then I finished Charm, 5 stars, love it. So excited for Cherish, which should be arriving tomorrow or yesterday, the day you're seeing this, because I'm filming this clip on Sunday, but this is going up on Tuesday. If I can get it edited by then. And then I've started a few things, but I'm not really going to talk about them because we're ending this vlog. Part of me was like, do I just continue into this upcoming week? But then I'm like, no, it's fine, whatever. But yeah, I'm going to end this vlog here because I failed with it, and let's maybe see if next week's will be a little better, or if I will forget about it partway through. Who knows? But yeah, I do really hope that you did enjoy this vlog, even though I only vlogged like half of the week maybe. And I do look forward to hopefully seeing you in my next vlog. Bye!